This is Dragon Sin talking to you about components, specifically player versus player or PvP and world boss or WB components. Player versus player components, you're going to want a mixture of offensive and defensive components. As we can see here, this is my player versus player setup. Here in the middle is Navy. I have my high rate of fire, which allows me to attack first. If somebody has a lower rate of fire than I do, I will attack first, meaning I destroy their troops before their troops have a chance to destroy mine. I also have damage increase, damage decrease, weapon buff, and armor buff. This is the general consensus for the best PvP setup in this game. In my plan 2, I have my world boss components. This is mostly going to be all attack components. You do not need your rate of fire on this, as you will always attack first. You also do not want your defensive components, as it doesn't matter how much health your troops have, they will always be destroyed by World Boss. World Boss is a one-hit KO, and it doesn't really matter what kind of defensive components you put on. So you're going to want your attack components, meaning critical damage, weapon buff, damage increase, hit, and critical buff. These are the general consensus for the best World Boss components. Now, you could be playing and find that maybe a different setup works for you. If that is the case, then by all means, feel free to experiment with other setups. However, this is the general consensus on what most players will be using. In my personal experience, this is also the best at dealing the most amount of damage to the World Boss. Again, you do want a mixture of offensive and defensive for PvP, and strictly offensive for World Boss. Have fun!